All right, let's see some headlines on Nigerian newspapers today. We'll begin with the first news. First news says APC PDP to unveil Tinubu Atiku's running mates in few hours. I like the way they put it, in few hours. As ruling party settles for Muslim ticket. PDP in last-minute intrigues over Atiku's VP candidate. Southeast opposes PDP National Working Committee's approval of Wike. All right, they put the approval in kind of a parenthesis there. All right, that's the first news. Let's go to Blueprint. Blueprint says, urges Okalu on Tinubu's running mate. Muslim ticket, the only way to APC victory. Says, liberal-minded Tinubu with pastor wife requires Muslim from the north. Right? And he said, it can't work. PFN warns. And Southeast cakes as PDP committee move to screen Wike, Okowa, others. Parties have up till Friday to submit nominees. INEC is saying this. I am ready to take on Tinubu, Atiku, others. Are saying there may be ADC candidate is saying this. All right. All right. From there, let's go to Leadership newspaper. 24 hours to INEC deadline. Northeast, Northwest lobby Tinubu for running mate. PDP screens VP candidate today. All right. That's the Leadership newspaper. Right. Nation newspaper. Last minute intrigues in PDP over Atiku's running mate. You find that on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Ikimi panel to screen Wike, anxiety among party chiefs over choice. All right. Chief Tommy Kimi, former Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs, is heading that committee in the PDP, or for the PDP. The Guardian newspaper, VP APC still consulting as PDP screens Wike today. All right. Vice President, APC still consulting as PDP screens Wike today. All that for the vice presidential slot. The Punch newspaper, Wike Okowa Facing Panel today. Camps fight over Atiku's VP slot. Okay. All this on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Atiku needs VP that can help rescue Nigeria from APC. Okowa's aide insists, and Wike's structure will give Atiku victory. Muke, ex-Rivers Commissioner, is saying this. APC may unveil Tinubu's VP today amid Muslim ticket controversy. All that on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Daily Trust is next. Running mate. I believe in politics of inclusion. Simon Lalong, the governor of Plateau State, is quoted saying this. Asiwaju can't win without a Muslim running mate. Kalu is saying this. That's Ojus Kalu. All eyes on Buhari, Tinubu, and PDP screens contenders today. Find out on the front page of Daily Trust. And then this Nigeria is next. In a surprise move, Atiku jettisons screening committee report. Picks Okowa as running mate. Okay, that's what this Nigeria has in here. Pressure, conspiracy against Wike, APC in marathon meeting on whether to fly joint Muslim ticket or not. All this on the front page of this Nigeria. Okay, we still wait for the official announcement before we say this is the way it is going, or he has gone. Nigeria News Direct is next. 2023 constitutionally impossible for Bashir to step down for Lawan. Adegborua is quoted as saying this. Constitutionally impossible for Bashir to step down for Lawan. You know the issue between Machina and Ahmed Lawan in the Yobe North senatorial constituency, where there's still the controversy as to whether he should step down for the Senate president to give that slot to him. All right? But he is saying he's not stepping down at all. All right, let's move on to the Daily Times. We are studying UK court judgment on OPL 245, as the FG has said, is saying this. Recall that Nigeria lost a case recently on that issue amounting to about over $1 billion. Okay, it's 90.6 billion naira for Kashimbila Takum Chachangi Road, airport equipment, approves 109 e-learning centers for primary education. All that on the front page of the Daily Times. Okay, and then national economy is next. 81 checkpoints, extortions, stifling trade on Seme, Idiroko border routes. Importers are saying this, all right? 81 checkpoints, extortions, stifling the trade on Seme, Idiroko border routes. That's importers saying that. Daily Monitor, we're going to Uganda now. Daily Monitor says Ugandans fly to death in job hunt. Right? Ugandans fly to death in job hunt. Now, if you follow what's going on there, there's high rate of unemployment in Uganda, and that has led to a lot of controversy recently when criticisms are pouring in for or against the government of the day. All right. This issue of the vice presidential slot for all the political parties, that is the talk of the town today. Everywhere in the country, that's what everyone is waiting for.
Lobbying. The speculation is that the Okowa group are trying to align the Wike group by bringing in a 2021 interview that Wike
said he would never, he would never be.
But that has gone
president.
very viral now.
Like
that has gone viral.
Made to look like it was made recently. I remember I saw the video. I was wondering. Even I was wondering when was this, created? How people have the ability to bring up stuff.
The internet never forgets.
Bring up stuff that you thought you had long done, long forgotten. It's really amazing, the power of the internet.
It's another version of what they call creative destruction. The economist says competitor.
You really can't delete it all.
Of creative destruction, in which case you destroy in order to create. This one is a different definition of creative destruction. You go and bring out something that is somewhere and you creatively pick it up. So like
sometimes it's out of context, exactly. Out of the real context.
And you hit it, you hit at your target.
But you can also argue that interview, or even if you want to use it against Governor Wike, it could still be out of context because he had his eyes on the president on getting the flag bearer at the time. Yes. So in this case now, you can still argue that you can't use it against him.
That is why it was the way they cut it. The way they cut it.
There are two clips. There was one in which he was granted an interview, was looking at the computer, where he was saying that it was not, it appeared as if he was trying to conditions
to leave PDP for APC.
For APC, and they took it out of context. And that was after Umahi had defected to the APC. Then there was another one, which was about him saying that he will never, he was putting his hand on his head, that will never dream about being vice president.
Exactly.
When there's a bigger prize.
Yes, when there's a big prize.
Yes.
And the politicians would say it's always better in their defense now to hear the entire stretch of what they said and not just pull it out of context.
I think even in the court of law, I believe that to be fair and to be just, you need to get...
You can't run.
That can't just fly.
You can't run with just
in what context was it
seconds,
used?
Right.
You have to be able to listen to all the side before you know, okay, this was what I was referring to. So, but if you saw those clips, they were just those places that...
They were sound bites. That's what they call them. That's exactly. How they call them sound bites.
Sound bites.
Just pick them and chew them.
Exactly.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Because
and that has gone viral.
If you take a little piece of cookie, if you cut one side and you eat it, it's the same taste to the rest of it. So that is the whole concept of trying to use the soundbite to try to say, this is everything they say.
Well, that will no doubt come up during the screening today, and I'm sure he will find a way to dance. I'm
sure they already know. They already know. They are not fooling anybody.
It might just be a given. What's tickles me a bit is the issue of Lawan, whom after losing the presidential ticket of his party now we see him, according to his opponent now, Machida, who is saying that he's been under heavy pressure to step down for Ahmed Lawan over the Yobe North senatorial ticket. And of course, lawyers are having a field day on this, saying the law is clear. You did not participate in the primary, so how can you lay claim to the ticket? It's really going to be interesting how it happens. But then people have said 23 years in the Senate, and that should be good enough a time for you to step aside.
Not necessarily. The point is that he overshot himself. That's Lawan. He should have concentrated on running for the Senate, but he had an eye somewhere, what Yorubas call ojukokoro. He has too much ambition for his own good, so now he had no good from it. So that is what happened to him. So he cannot. He's trying to get two chairs at the same time, and it ends up sitting on none.
Yeah, so someone said he can't eat his cake and still have it. You
had choices, you took a choice, and now
the point there is,
with the
in
result.
the eyes of legislation, or legislature generally, the longer you stay in the legislature, the more refined and stable the legislature is, ideally. But in our climes here, where everybody wants to participate, and then we have this issue of, let it go round, rotational, after you maybe 2 tenures, give it to the other person. We still have that notion.
Turn by turn.
Turn by turn. Exactly, kind of thing. So that is
US,
why anybody would say, after 23 years, that's a long time. But in real terms, it makes the National Assembly more robust. The longer they stay, ideally.
Yeah.
Ideally,
yeah.
Look
at in the US, you had people like Trent Lott. If he didn't get into crisis, he probably would have remained there till he was tired. But he had to be removed very late in life. But he was there from decade to decade to decade.
That was ill health. I think it was due to ill health.
Thurmond,
right?
Who was there during the time of the big embers of the white supremacy. In South USA, was there until he died. Even there was a controversy about him. He was old, he was creaking, he was moving on crutches, but it was valuable to the
national, to the Congress.
The black people did not like him because he was racist, although he had a child. He had a child by a black woman, and he did throughout. Everybody knew, but nobody was going to say because he was racist.
And he didn't acknowledge
but he was there, a
child.
lawmaker, from 10 years to 20 years to 40 years and 50 years. He was there in the before he died.
I think it helps the system somewhat.
Yeah, of course.
Because
it stabilizes the
you have
institution.
Institutional memories.
Yeah.
You have experience in lawmaking. You help the younger ones also who are coming in to understand the system of lawmaking, and it helps a great deal. It also helps the legislature, the executive.
Even your constituents.
The executive will understand that the lawmaking follows a particular pattern.
But the forthcoming assembly now, we won't be saying that both at the Senate and the House of Representatives, because we are saying scores of them not returning.
100.
Not
they are
returning.
They are trying to revenge Buhari now by trying to put statutory
putting it on him now.
But you are fighting a man who has already left the battle.
So he has nothing. So he has nothing to lose.
All right.